Welcome to Rocky Mountain University of Health Professions 2020 Nursing White Coat Ceremony. We recognize those joining us today. Dr. Richard P. Nielsen, Founding President and CEO, Dr. Mark Horacek, Executive Vice President of Academic Affairs and Provost, Dr. Stephanie Richardson, Chair and Nursing Program Director, esteemed faculty, honored students, family, and friends, thank you for joining us today. The White Coat Ceremony program will proceed as follows. Opening remarks from Dr. Stephanie Richardson, special remarks from Dr. Mark Horacek and Dr. Richard P. Nielsen, presentation of nursing students, leading of the pledge, and concluding remarks by Dr. Richardson. It is now my honor and privilege to turn the time over to Dr. Stephanie Richardson, Chair and Nursing Program Director. Dr. Richardson?
Hello, I'm Dr. Stephanie Richardson, the Chair of the Department of Nursing. I'd like to welcome you all to our White Coat Ceremony. Specifically, welcome to students, their friends and faculty members, to President Nielsen, Dr. Horacek, and to Rocky Mountain University faculty and staff. I want to begin by thanking Melissa Capps and Lori Sisk's team for the planning and collaborative work that made this happen for us. A special thank you also to our IT colleagues who've arranged to record and broadcast this virtual event so that family members and friends may join in the celebration. A White Coat Ceremony signifies the transition from your didactic coursework to clinical courses. It's a reminder that as practitioners, you combine compassionate patient-centered care with science-based preparation. An excellent example of leadership in that combination is our president, Dr. Rick Nielsen. President Nielsen founded the university in 1998 and continues to inspire us to stay centered on you, the student, while we provide the most current information to you. He also exemplifies Rocky Mountain University's commitment to clinical inquiry and leadership, and he will say a few words to you today. We're also very fortunate to have Dr. Mark Horacek, our provost, with us today. You may not know what a provost does. The modern university provost is the university's chief academic officer. Under the president, Dr. Horacek is responsible for the academic priorities for the university and for the allocation of resources that will support those priorities. Recently, though, he's been asked to take on pandemic-related responsibilities that go beyond academic stewardship. We are grateful that he also exemplifies compassionate and science-based leadership. Dr. Horacek's role is essential to the health and well-being of Rocky Mountain University, its faculty and staff, and perhaps most importantly, its students. Thank you, Mark, and I'm looking forward to your talk today. But before I turn the ceremony over to our leaders and to you, our students, I want to make some points about this White Coat milestone. First, you have received and will continue to receive exemplary education from an outstanding faculty in a terrific department. Enrollments are increasing, pass rates remain at 100%, and our family, psychiatric mental health, and emergency nurse practitioner programs are filling critical shortage areas for Americans. Second, you are part of an excellent nursing student body. Your qualifications to enter the program were impressive, and your satisfaction with nursing courses and programs consistently exceed benchmarks. Our graduation rates are higher than required by CCNE, which means you are staying in graduate school even though these are extraordinary times. And my third point, you're ready for this white coat. Now it's time to hear from President Nielsen and Provost Horacek.
President Nielsen, members of administration, Chair of Nursing, Dr. Stephanie Richardson, nursing faculty and staff, family, friends, and of course, honored nursing students. It is an honor for me to address you on this special occasion, an occasion commemorating your advancement in clinical practice and responsibility. What an exciting time in your life. You are embarking on a new journey of serving your patients in ways you have not served them before. Your commitment to continuous learning has positioned you now to assume greater responsibility for taking care of your patients. If you have not already done so, during the coming years of your life, you will appreciate the essential elements of becoming a gifted healthcare provider. Thank you for this opportunity to share what I believe are some of the essential elements in your future. I will refer to them as messages. Message 1. As your responsibilities increase, so will the need for accountability. Responsibility means that you will respond to your patients using all the abilities you have acquired during your education and during your lifetime. The increased responsibility you are welcoming into your professional life will be accompanied by the need for increased accountability. You will be accountable to yourself and to your patients, to your family and to their families. You will be responsible for the care of your patients and for securing for your patients the hope that they will be exactly what you need them to be. Your patients will put their trust in you, and you will show them that their trust in you is justified and legitimate, and that through your efforts, they will be well once again. To heal your patients, you must be accountable for what they need as well as what they want. What they need will be within your talents to discover and know using the science of medicine. And what they want will be understood listening to them and through your intuition, which is informed by your past experiences and cumulative knowledge. Message 2. Communication and the acts of caring, kindness, and compassion lead to comprehensive patient care. To fully meet the needs of your patients, you must understand them. And to understand them, you must see what they see, to empathize with what they feel, and to understand what they believe. Your challenge is not only to understand your patients, but to empathize and sympathize with them, to interact with them in ways that demonstrate a deeper bond with them, that communicates your kindness, caring, and compassion. Communicating with your patients is more than speaking to them. It is more than listening to them. It is understanding that communication is bidirectional and must focus on explaining your self-evident truths only after you have understood and acknowledged the self-evident truths that your patients see. When you see, understand, and embrace what they see, you will be more able to serve them in all the ways they need and want. The insights and treatments that you will share with patients will require that you give of yourself. You give to your patients your knowledge and experience. You give your talents, creativity, and intuition. You give with your intellect, your hearts, and hands. Your patients will heal because of the treatments you render and because of the collective impact you have on their wellness. Message 3. The benefits of kindness and giving is happiness. In all that you do for your patients, what benefits from all of your kindness and giving are rendered to you? You may already understand that as you serve your patients, your minds, your hearts, and your spirits will grow in magnitude corresponding to the service you provide. Every benefit you pass on to others becomes a benefit to you as well. Research shows that kindness really is its own reward. In fact, demonstrating kindness by taking the time to help people, to give a gift, to take the time to speak and care for them, can truly enrich the lives of those who receive them. In fact, research consistently demonstrates that those who are kind and give to others are much happier than those who give primarily to themselves. An act of kindness and the presence of kindness is good for everyone. If you want to be happy, be kind to those around you. When you are personally struggling and find yourself facing trying times, when you are in trouble, reach out and let your kindness shine. If you do, the benefits to you and to those around you will be great. But the reason to be kind must come from your heart, not from a desire for personal gain. Kindness begets kindness, and the small act of kindness, transmitted repeatedly, becomes a great act of kindness. When you teach kindness and giving, you are in fact teaching happiness. And when you are kind to your patients, you will help them not only medically, but emotionally and spiritually as well. Message 4. Quality relationships with anyone, including your patients, requires integrity, honesty, and respect. You must be honest with yourself to have integrity, and respect will be given to you only when you demonstrate integrity. Your patients put their trust in you, and that trust must remain unbroken. Trust from your patients has its origin from their belief that you have integrity, that your words are evidence-based, and that your words will lay the foundation for the actions that will follow. Respect is sensed in each half of a relationship. To respect your patients may require you to tolerate beliefs different from your own, to accept different cultures and different ways of viewing the world, to open yourself, to understand your patients by finding common ground in common experiences with them. Message 5. Thoroughness leads to peace of mind and competence. Thoroughness and attention to detail will help ensure the best possible care to your patients. And as you demonstrate your thoroughness, so shall your patient's confidence in you and your confidence in yourself increase. Thoroughness in real time is your insurance against errors that could have devastating effects. Thoroughness in your patient care may prevent unneeded visits in the future due to mistakes or items overlooked. Thoroughness includes promoting health as well as treating disease. It means caring for your patients in total, the disease being only part of what you must consider. Thoroughness also means questioning yourself in a reflective manner with the intention of continuous improvement. Starting each day with the intention of improving yourself as compared to the day before will lead to personal growth that will benefit you and your patients. Message 6. Be thankful and focus on what you have. Be thankful for all that you have. Do not postpone valuing everything in your life until after you lose it. We sometimes forget that the simplest things in life are the most important and the most cherished. Learn to appreciate in the present. Be thankful for what you have now and do not take it for granted. Be thankful to your patients for what they teach you and for your experiences with them. Acknowledge those who assist you and mentor you, including your patients, because these are gifts given to you. In closing, I hope you find at least some of these messages to be useful. 1. With great responsibility comes the need for great accountability. 2. Communication and the acts of caring, kindness, and compassion lead to comprehensive patient care. 3. The benefit of kindness and giving is happiness. 4. High-quality relationships require integrity, honesty, and respect. 5. Thoroughness leads to peace of mind and confidence. 6. Be thankful and focus on what you have. Thank you for your attention, and I wish for you the most amazing experiences as you serve and simultaneously learn from your patients.
Greetings, parents and loved ones, friends and family and other supporters, esteemed nursing colleagues and staff, and of course, the nursing students whom we honor this special day. Welcome to this significant, historic, and traditional event, the White Coat Ceremony. I wish to recognize all those who, during these challenging times of the pandemic, have played a very, very key role, not only in organizing this virtual event, but also those who have prepared you, the nursing students, for this wonderful ceremony, to include Dr. Richardson, the nursing faculty, and Melissa Capps, as well as other key university personnel. Mark Twain once said, "Education consists of what we have learned, but mainly what we have unlearned about ourselves. During these past several months and years, you nursing students have learned additional skills and knowledge, have enhanced your understanding of professionalism, and are learning more of the art and science of clinical decision-making and problem solving. And you have unlearned many things about you that in the end might contribute to the guarantees of success in your careers as you go forward. Before long, you will be done with this nursing education journey, but you will not leave the environment of lifelong learning and continued skill building. All of that lies ahead for you in your clinical practices and in your professional careers. In many ways, you'll be entrusted with the care and well-being of several people whom we call patients, who might be suffering from a myriad of problems. People who may reveal information to you that you have never had revealed to you by another human being. They may be in severe stress, possibly dealing with depression, anxiety, or have other physical, psychological, mental health, or some emotional dysfunctions and challenges. You become their hope for a better tomorrow, a better today. So what is the purpose of a white coat anyway? The initial purpose of the white coat was to protect the patient and the physician from cross-contamination many years ago. The coat went on to become a symbol of the authority of science and the art of healing. For many professions, the white coat represents a rite of passage, symbolically going from the didactic to the clinical phase of education and training. The white coat is not a sign that you have arrived, but it does symbolize that you are on a continuing learning spectrum on your professional journey that will last the rest of your entire professional life. Now, putting on the white coat is a symbol of your commitment to continuing moral development in your profession. And it will allow you the opportunity to make certain commitments to yourself, your patients, and your profession moving forward. It will also symbolize a competent, empathetic, and compassionate healthcare professional. The white coat ceremony is intended to impress upon you the provider-patient relationship. This particular ceremony, the white coat ceremony, is symbolic of a contract of sorts in which you accept the obligations inherent in clinical practice to be excellent in science, to be compassionate, and to lead lives of dignity and honor, both in and outside the clinical environment. Donning the white coat is designed to clarify for you that a nurse's responsibility is to care for people, not patients, but people, and be focused on wellness, not disease, and not sickness. So you care for people in wellness and preventive medicine situations. Remember, patients are people. Those who will cloak you with the white coat today are giving you a gift of faith and confidence, faith in your abilities, and confidence that you will fully represent the values inherent in your profession. In many ways, I see the white coat as a symbol of your covenant between yourself, your patients, those people that we work with, and your profession. A symbol of acceptance that you will do the following. Number one, be accountable. Be accountable for your actions and behavior at all times and in all places and to all people. Number two, demonstrate continuous integrity in your professional and your personal life. Your steadfast adherence to high ethical principles and professional standards, truthfulness, and fairness is your commitment. I believe that the state law that governs your license to practice is the minimum acceptable standard. Your professional code of ethics and your personal constitution are the highest standards. Make that the bar you strive to reach and live by every day. Number three, be compassionate and empathetic, demonstrating respect for all those who will place their trust in you. Practice civility and kindness to all your patients and co-workers and to the society in general. As John Wesley once said, do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, to all the people you can, at all the times you can, in all the places you can, as ever long as you can. Number 4, demonstrate extraordinary excellence in all you do. Remember this, ordinary people wait for opportunities. Extraordinary people create them. Do whatever is necessary to continually create new opportunities. Do whatever is necessary for you to continually train your hands, expand your mind and understanding, and enlarge and soften your heart in extraordinary ways. Number 5, show altruism. Always placing the interests and the needs of your patients, those people you work with, ahead of your own self-interests. Now, this does not mean working for free. It does sometimes mean, however, coming in early or working late to accommodate others' needs rather than your own preferences. I certainly would like to encourage you, as extraordinary people and healthcare providers, to donate your professional services to the many people who are not well served by our healthcare system. Serve all you come in contact with. Affect change. Be that instrument that influences the world, that unites others to great causes. Number 6, be generous. So often that generosity becomes part of your character and your identity. Now that is quite a commitment that you make as you put on this white coat today. Symbolic of your commitment to do all that I just said and more. Now in closing, I want to share some inspiring words from a doctor that we all know, one that has been with us from the start of most of our lives, the infamous Dr. Seuss. His book is a classic and should be in every one of our libraries. I have taken the liberty to modify a few of the original verses and added several of my own verses. Now, I have to give you a qualification here. I am not a poet, but I played around with this and hopefully you'll enjoy it. I wrote this for you to consider. It's called All the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. You will have brains in your head, you will have feet in your shoes, and you can steer yourself to any clinic you choose. You will be on your way, you will be seeing great sights. You will join the high flyers who soar to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass up your classmates and soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. In any clinic you will go, you'll top all of the rest. You will come to some clinics where the streets are unmarked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're dark. A place you could sprain both your elbow and chin. Do you dare to stay out and miss those patients within? How much can you lose? How much can you win? Out there, things can happen, and frequently do, to nurses as brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along. You'll start happening too. When you're in the clinics, there's a very good chance you'll meet up with patients who'll scare you right out of your pants. There are some down the road between hither and yon that can scare you so much you won't want to go on. The white coat's a symbol of your oath and your pledge to give of your best and not live on the edge. To give of yourself as best as you can to the injured ball player or the crippled milkman. To give all you've got to the kitty who fell from her bicycle while riding it fast down the hill. To the aged old man who lay in a coma, or the woman who suffers from Morton's neuroma. To live a great life of compassion and caring, to see your reflection as one who is sharing. Great talents and gifts are in the process of growing as you work on those patients who each day you'll be knowing. Yes, the white coat represents your passage right to enter the clinic and help all in your sight. Many a patient will recall with great fame your influence on them when they hear of your name. Let the light that burns within your heart be the source of power right from the start. People will walk who otherwise couldn't. Others will run when they were told that they shouldn't. All because they were privileged or blessed to rub shoulders with you, who is one of the best. Your concern for their welfare and your selfless regard made easy the things that they considered were hard. Their neck pain was healed, their big toe pain vanished because of the way that their treatment was managed. Their knee is now mended and allows them to play on the football or basketball teams every day. Their cubital tunnel now works like it should. Their flexion and rotation feels ever so good. The pain and the tingling has all gone away. The burning and numbness is better today. Their liver now quivers. Their ribs are now ribbing. Their new lease on life gives them purpose in living. The pain's been resolved and the muscles are stronger. They now see the hope in their lives living longer. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange patients as you go. So be sure when you step with care and great tact. And remember that life is a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mixed up your right foot with your left. And will you succeed? Yes, you will. Yes, indeed. Finally, I leave with you one of my very favorite quotes from Leonardo da Vinci from 1490, who said this: "It has long since come to my attention that people of accomplishment rarely sat back and allowed things to happen to them. Rather, they went out and happened to things." Dear friends and colleagues, your charge going forward from today is to go out and happen to things in your personal life, in your neighborhoods, in your families, in your professions, with all your patients, to all humankind. God bless you going forth, and good luck. Thank you very much. Onward.
Please join me, students, in reciting the White Coat Pledge. As an advanced practice nurse dedicated to providing the highest quality care and services, I solemnly pledge that I will consider the welfare of humanity and relief of suffering as my primary concerns, act in a compassionate and trustworthy manner in all aspects of my care, apply my knowledge, experience, and skills to assure optimal outcomes for patients, exercise sound professional judgment while abiding by legal and ethical requirements, accept the lifelong obligation to improve my professional knowledge and competence, promote, advocate for, and strive to protect the health, safety, and rights of the patient. With this pledge, I accept the duties and responsibilities that embody advanced practice nursing. I take this pledge voluntarily and with the full realization of the responsibility with which I am entrusted by the public. Thank you, President Nielsen and Provost Horacek, and thank you, students, for your participation in this event. My thanks to the faculty and our administrative assistant, Melissa Capps, who are all helping you succeed and, in fact, brought you to this milestone. Finally, thank you to all family and friends for your support of these students during graduate school. We appreciate you so. And this concludes our White Coat event of 2020.